I'm back with another video. Let's get ready for my photo shoot. So here I'm going in and molding my brows down with the NYX brow gel. It gives that laminated look, so of course I'm going to lay these thick eyebrows down. And I'm using a utensil from the dollar store. It was an eyebrow pencil, but of course that pencil is done. But I still use the brush from time to time to tame my brows. And now I'm going in and filling it in with a brow pencil here. Any brow pencil will do, but this is the roll up kind. And I'm filling it in lightly, getting those spaces that are not filled to make my brows appear more even. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support and watching my channel. I try my best to deliver videos weekly of my content, and I am doing a face for a photo shoot. And this photo shoot is the dandyism shoot. So it was in the month of January. And of course, we were doing Black dandyism, paying homage to what the people before us done and how they made it a statement. And I'm still going in and filling in those brows, as you can see. Light strokes, you guys, light strokes. You don't need to heavily fill in your eyebrows. You don't want big, black, and bushy brows. This is a light brown pencil. And like I said, I'm doing light hair light strokes to fill in my brow and make them more even and fuller. I'm using my L'Oreal concealer in the color Almond to carve out my eyebrows. Brows require so much precision, so I do take my time when I am doing my brow work. And as you see, I'm going in and making sure that line is as straight as possible. I can't believe we left 2016 brows behind, but I can say I do love my brows to look more natural and more like mine. I don't like anything too dramatic for my brow look. And I'm going in with that same almond shade here. Take your time when you're doing your brows, ladies, because this is going to make or break your face. So here I'm taking the shade Honey in that L'Oreal Paris concealer. I love this concealer. I love how smooth it goes on and it doesn't dry out fast. It is a very, very good product that I have been using for over a year now. And it is a staple also in my kit. I am a licensed makeup artist in the state of Georgia, and I've been licensed for 13 years. So carve out those brows, take your time. In this video, I don't think I went all the way down and carved out the full eyebrow. I only did underbrow and the arch just to make sure they still look natural, because I was going to be taking headshots for this photo shoot. And then you're going to blend in that concealer around your brows. You want it to be even and flat when you apply your foundation and also when you apply your eyeshadow. So go ahead and blend that out and get it even on your skin. And you can go a shade darker if you are doing this, because I just like these colors on my face and I've grown used to them. My skin changes during the seasons like everyone else's, but I'm still using this because my makeup still looks fine once I'm done. And now I'm going in with my P. Louise base in the number 2 to base and coat that eyelid for my eyeshadow look. Today I decided to do a cut crease with natural tones and colors, so nothing too dramatic, because like I said, I did get headshots done for this dandyism photo shoot and I didn't want anything dramatic on my face. And now I'm going in and blending in that P. Louise eyeshadow base in the color 2. Blend it out evenly. You don't want any patches or clumps in your eyeshadow. So blend that out evenly and flat and make sure that it is laid down on that eyelid, you guys. And now I am going in with my transition color here. I'm using a light brown. To begin my cut creases, I always start with the transition color, and here I'm using a light brown. And this is out of the Morphe palette. I don't know which number it is, but I will list that in the comments. So yeah, it's a buildable color. You can build it and make it as dark as you need it to be, but I didn't want it to be too much, so I went in lightly and filled in that transition color here within the crease of my eyelid. And now I'm going in with the contrast color, a darker shade of brown, just to build on that transition color that I placed first. I really enjoy doing my makeup, guys. It's something that I used to do so much when I was in my teenage years and early 20s. But survival mode will make you shift away from the things that you love and focus on getting that bread and surviving. But now I am comfortable and I can say that I can do things that I enjoy more. And makeup is my form of self-expression, and it's a way for me to love on myself. I really enjoy doing looks and being creative and creating content and getting this out here for you guys to view. So if you're watching this video, are you a intermediate makeupper or are you a rookie makeup lover? Can you do a full beat? Can you do a cut crease? Can you do your face? If so, you're at the right place. And if not, you're still in the right place because I can help you learn how to do your makeup. My makeup techniques are simple, but they are very, very, very effective. And it's all about you taking your time. You can't rush your makeup looks. You will look like a clown if you do. Now I'm going in and I'm going to carve out my cut crease with that P. Louise eyeshadow base in the number 2. This also requires a lot of precision. That's why I have this straight, flat brush. This brush came from the Dollar General, you guys. And I am so sad that the Dollar General does not sell these flat brushes anymore. I have been using these for years. But I did go to Hobby Lobby and caught a 40% off sale. And I got some paint brushes. And I am going to start painting my face with those brushes, you guys. I hope they provide more precision so that I can try more looks for you. And also perfect my crafts. I purchased them for my makeup kit, and I'm going to go back and purchase some for myself a little later. I can still practice and use my own tools for my looks, but I want to have the proper and necessary tools to make my artistry go up a notch. So yeah, I'm carving out that cut crease, as you can see, making sure the lines are straight. That is why this flat brush is so important, because it helps me angle and get those lines crisp and clean. So I'm going in with a light, almost translucent gold, shimmery eyeshadow. And I'm putting it in patting like motions. So I'm lightly patting my eyelid and getting that color in there and building on it so that shimmer can really pop out. And I'm going to use this shade for the full base of that cut crease. So the whole cut crease is covered in that translucent, shimmery gold color. This is out of my new Juvia's Place natural palette, actually. I love this shade, and I love the Juvia's Place palette. They have some very good products. So you're going to go in with a light brown shimmery color here. I used an angle brush so that I can fill in that area between my contrast color and my eyeshadow base in my cut crease. That light brown brought those two completely different tones together and made the cut crease very, very blended. And it just brought everything together. I absolutely love it. And what you're going to do, you're going to go in and angle it and make sure you're filling in those spaces and blending that makeup out. Cut creases are one of my favorite things to do, and I actually love to wear them more than anything. Well, I can't say more than anything because I actually love a natural beat more than anything. I love a soft, pretty, and almost undetectable face sometimes. But I'm blending that in some more, making sure that color is potent and popping and blended perfectly for the cut crease. And now I'm going back in with that darker shade and filling in a triangle motion to complete the eyeshadow look.
On the floor. I keep it juicy, I eat that lunch. So keep that booty, booty. So keep that plump. That nice beauty. If you could see it from the front.
And I also don't know what happened to winged eyeliners, you guys, but I never stopped wearing them. I have been wearing a winged eyeliner since probably 2010, and I will never stop. When I'm old and gray, I'll still be wearing winged eyeliners. I didn't do a very dramatic wing simply because, as I stated before, I am preparing for a photo shoot and we have to take headshots today. So I wanted it to be light, simple, but effective and pretty for my photos. And they turned out so good. I am going to drop my headshots at the end of this video so you can see exactly how my makeup and hair really came together. Voila, finished eyelashes are on, and they are simple eyelashes, nothing too dramatic. And I used the e.l.f. Poreless Primer to prime and set the base for my foundation. And I'm blending that in here so that my foundation can go on evenly and smooth. I've been trying out different foundations, and I'm going to come back with another video of a new product that I did find. And I'm so excited about it because I am so ready to take my looks up to another level. I am older and mature now, and I want to find the perfect foundation for my skin in its current phase of my life. And here I am going back in with that L'Oreal Paris concealer. Both the color Almond and Honey. Almond is in the crease right here that I'm pressing down and blending in. And Honey is on the ends. I'm always kind of scared to take it a little lighter. But as I stated before, you guys, I am going to be trying new things in the year of 2026. I can't believe it's February. Like, February didn't have anywhere to be. It went by slow. And I'm kind of glad it did because it's Black History Month. We need time to celebrate our uniqueness in our culture. We are so blessed to be in the number and to be one of God's chosen people. Like, he chose us. He gave us a birthright. They tried to take it from us, but they can't stop Black people. We are resilient. We are powerful. We are strong. Going back in with a little more of that not the P. Louise, but the L'Oreal Paris here. This is the L'Oreal Paris concealer. I'm going back in and adding another layer to give it more of a full coverage because I wasn't liking how it looked. And this part is so dreadful. You have to get right under that eye to avoid seeing any creases. And I got in there. You hear me? I got in there. But as you can see, even with just the under eye concealer, this look is already coming together. I love that L'Oreal Paris, you guys. L'Oreal Paris came through with their concealer. Aspirin setting powder from, of course, the drugstores or Walmart. I've been using this for years as well. It works perfectly with my complexion and it sets my makeup perfectly fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I will always use Airspun. Now on to foundation. I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 335 to do my foundation. I love Maybelline Fit Me. It's light, smooth, and it's a buildable cosmetic brand. It looks like my skin complexion, even though I have a little bit of a red undertone. This works perfectly because when I actually begin to contour and set my face, I pull color back into my face and make sure I don't look too pale. But you're going to blend, 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 blend. And like I said, it is buildable. So I did add more foundation to build a more full coverage look. What is your favorite foundation to use that is a drugstore brand? Maybelline Fit Me is mine. I haven't had any luck with any other brand. This has been a staple for me for a few years, and I'm pretty sure it's yours too. Everyone has at least one bottle of Maybelline Fit Me. So yeah, I'm going to continue to blend that in. It's already built up, but I want to make sure it's even and smooth. And I'm going in and doing my forehead. And you can tell at my forehead that this is not right on the money for my color. But it's not that bad. And it's not too off. Because if you look at my chest is light too. It's the same color. And I'm building it a little more on my forehead because I just can see places that need more foundation than others. So I go back in and get that together. I was actually rushing when I filmed this. My photo shoot was in Savannah, Georgia, and I live about 2 hours and 45 minutes from Savannah. So I had to get up super early in order to make it to the shoot, to prep for my makeup and my hair. But of course, I did my hair the night before, flexi rotted it, and I did my makeup that morning of the shoot. And I made it there maybe 25 minutes earlier. And now I am going in with my, I forgot what this was. Oh my goodness. I think it was L'Oreal Paris as well. This might be the color, truffle maybe. I know it's not espresso, but I will list that below as well. But I use L'Oreal Paris concealer here also to do my contour. It is cream. Cream on cream always works. So I go in and do my contour to bring the color back into my face because my face has a few tones in it, and we're going to get this snatched and looking perfect for my photo shoot. I do not play when it comes to stepping out and presenting myself. So yeah, go ahead and blend, 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 blend until it looks right and you're satisfied with how it looks. And I almost did too much here. I got real crazy with it. Look at that. Oh my God. I look like, girl, slow your roll. And this is why it's important not to rush, because at this point, I'm starting to move a little faster. Time is winding down, and I was needing to get on the road so I can make it to my photo shoot at the proper time, which was call time. I like to be professional and I like to be on time, but I also like to be on point. My nickname used to be Miss on Fleek, believe it or not. Still blending in the contour here, as you can see. And it's coming together. It's looking more natural and it's looking more like my skin tone. And then I take that air spun and I make sure my lines are clean and straight to where my contour is ending, just to give my face that extra oomph. And there you have it. We're setting it here. And I'm going to bring the color back into that once it sets. I'm going to remove it and I'm going to add a light, loose setting powder by CoverGirl. And here I'm adding that setting powder to take the tone out of that contour set. It was too white, but of course it can work off. And as you can see, it's still white there. So I'm going to have to go back in and do it. But I am adding my highlighter here. I will list the brand below because it is a staple as well. It's so much of a staple that it's missing the top now. So now I'm going in with the Rose and May lip liner. And I'm also going to use the lipstick that I got from them as well. It's a matte lipstick. We're going to do a rosy, peachy lip combo, just to bring a little more color to my face. I didn't want it to be too flat. I wanted to warm it up with my lips. And I'm going in with my Boss Up Cosmetics lip gloss. It's adding so much shine and color to my lips. I love Boss Up Cosmetics. She is doing her thing and her products are amazing. So I'm taking out that Flexi Rod set from the night before. I love rollers. I can see why our aunties and grandmas wore rollers back in the day, because it cuts down prep time when you have to be somewhere. And it also locks in that curl so you don't have to worry about them falling. And it was a little gloomy this day and it rained in Savannah. So my curls did need that extra oomph and they lasted throughout I think our photo shoot was like 3 hours. And we had to do headshots and we did dandyism in different backdrops, different sceneries. And we spent about 3 to 4 hours getting it done. So these curls lasted all day. So as you can see, my look is completed. I am going to go in and touch it up, make sure I get some of those kinks out, perfect those curls a little more. I did some of the curling off camera here. But as you can see, I'm examining my look, trying to see how it is. How did it come together? And baby, when I tell you it came together, look at her. Beautiful. And now I'm going back in with that not L'Oreal, but CoverGirl setting powder, loose setting powder. It's bringing the color back into my face. As you can see, it doesn't look so ashy anymore. Okay, so remove those knots, adding that concealer there for you guys. Yeah, a cutie patootie. When you're that girl and you know you're that girl, you have no choice but to be that girl. In the words of Megan, thank you for watching my video and follow me for more.